Hello, everyone. I'm David Mayman, and I'm the founder and CEO of JetPack Aviation, and excited to present our Series A deck to you today. The problem that we're addressing is that 150,000 lives are being lost in just in North America every year because we can't get medics to people fast enough when they're having a heart attack or having a stroke in particular. Why can't we get them there? Because ground-based transport is just too slow. Traffic is bad and it's getting worse. We can't use helicopters because they can't work in dense urban environments and they're way too expensive to fly long routes for urban environments. So helicopters don't work. Our solution is what we call the speeder. It's very small, it's flexible. In other words, it can be used for a bunch of different missions, and it's a vertical takeoff and landing aircraft. It has no rotor system around it, so it can actually land even within half a car parking space, right next to a building, right next to an injured person, right next to a vehicle, with no problems at all. So it can be used in a dense urban environment, it can be used in a rural environment. It's very flexible. It's addressing a market that's expected to reach $200 billion by 2040, specifically relating to EMS and medical personnel. It can be adapted, though, to other means. Very high-speed transport of cargo, and also putting out fires. We're the only aircraft that can take off and land basically from a trailer that you can take behind your vehicle, and it can fly at over 250 miles an hour with cargo or fire retardant. We can get onto a fire faster than any helicopter or any ground crew. So that's a great use down the track. We will be involved in urban air mobility, but I see that as step 2. Urban mobility, you know, the Uber white paper, we have aircraft like Joby, Lilium, Volocopter, etc. We will play in the same space, but only once certification becomes a realistic and known approach. We're twice as fast and 1/5 the size of any of the other aircraft in the market. We don't have rotor blades. We can land anywhere. We don't require any specific infrastructure for landing, and we don't rely on electric propulsion. The problem with electric propulsion is that battery energy density will not cater for an aircraft like this for probably 5 to 10 years. By that time, we'd love to be electric. We're all for electric, but we can't do that yet. In terms of technical and business milestones, we went through Y Combinator 2 years ago. Since then, we raised Series C with Draper Associates and some other amazing investors. And we've got a cooperative research and development agreement with the Navy and with the Army, universal need statement with the Marines that came up with over 30 use cases for the aircraft that we even hadn't thought of. We've been sponsored into 2 SBIRs or SBIRs with the United States Air Force, and another CRADA with DARPA that we're working on now. And we have a lot of commercial interest. We're partnering with the world's largest EMS company, and we have a lot of interest from oil rig operators, for instance, getting parts to them faster than any other means. Our ask, we're looking for up to 30 million as a Series A. Basically, this is all going into our engineering personnel and hardware. And that will take us through to the end of our second full-scale prototype and the test program for that. We've got an awesome team. The team has been together now for many years, and both in terms of electric VTOL and turbine VTOL, I think we have the best team in the world for the balance of those things in terms of flight systems and mechanical systems. And I'm somebody that started or founded and exited a number of companies in my past. So thank you for listening.